Hi guys, welcome to our channel. Today we're going to be talking about change of ownership. The change of ownership process is a very important step after you've paid up your car loan. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more car content and Mzansi content. Welcome to another video, and without any further waste of time, let's unpack the process. If your car is financed, the credit provider is listed as the title holder in the vehicle certificate, and now you'll just be listed as the owner. When you buy the car, you are expected to pay a licensing and registration fee over and above the retail price of the car, and that money will be used to cover the cost of the vehicle certificate, license disc and number plates. So in my case, the Baleno was financed by ABSA and they were listed as the title holder, and they kept the original vehicle certificate with them. Without the original certificate, you can't sell the car because and your papers will be chilling there by West Bank. You only get the papers once the account is settled. The process is not automatic, by the way. You have to run after them yourself. Before I go deeper, let me first tackle the issue of early settlement. According to the National Credit Act, a consumer can terminate a loan agreement at any time by paying whatever amount due to the credit provider. So even if you took a 5-year loan, you are allowed to settle the loan before the end of 5 years. For small loan agreements, like in my case, you can settle your account early without any settlement penalty, even if you don't give notice. A small loan agreement refers to any loan less than 250,000 rands. If your loan is more than 250,000 rands, you pay an early settlement penalty if you terminate the agreement without notice. The Baleno GL cost 226,000 rands, so my loan was less than 250,000 rands, hence I settled my account early without notice and I was not charged any early settlement penalty. Now let's get to the settlement process. If you want to pay off your car early, you have to request a settlement quotation from your credit provider, and it will state exactly how much you have to pay in order to settle your account, and the quotation is valid for like 7 days or so. If you don't settle the account within that period, the amount changes. The interest on a car loan is calculated upfront and added to your principal loan amount, but if you pay off your loan earlier than the agreed period, the interest portion falls off. So your settlement amount will just be the outstanding principal amount plus interest up to the day you requested your settlement quotation, plus the early settlement penalty fee where applicable. Some people still don't get it, so let me use a real car loan statement as an example. Here's a statement and we have 3 big numbers here. The first one is the outstanding capital amount, aka principal. The second one is the interest portion, and the third one is the total account balance including the interest. This is not my statement, by the way, because some people will ask, where is the 284,000 rands coming from? Now. So if this person decides to settle this account today, the 100,000 rands interest portion will fall off, because that's the interest he or she was going to pay over a period of 72 months. The pre-computed interest amount is not considered earned interest, so you only pay interest up to the day of your settlement. Angathi noma abantu sebayeva, but ke siyaqhubeka. Okay, now you've paid off your car loan, what's next? Well, after settling your account, it is your responsibility to inform the bank that the account is settled. Your early settlement payment won't be captured automatically. If you just dump the money in the account and relax, you'll cry tears. In my case, when I sold the Polo GTI, the VW guys settled my account on my behalf, but they didn't notify the bank about the settlement. I checked my banking app and the balance on my car loan was 00, meaning I no longer owe them anything, so I relaxed. How? On my debit order date, the bank still deducted the monthly installment, whereas the account was already settled. I called them within seconds after receiving the debit order SMS. They were not wrong for taking the money though, because on their side, the monthly deductions are automated. Their machine or system is programmed to take money from your account every month for 5-6 years or whatever. So if you don't inform them that the account is settled, the machine will continue to do its job as programmed. They gave me my money back, by the way, but as Pumelap. After paying off your car, you must contact the bank and request a settlement or a paid up letter, which serves as proof that you don't owe them anything anymore. A paid up letter is very important after you have paid up any form of a loan. Whether you are paying for a car, TV, bed or vibrator, you have to ask for a paid up letter, otherwise you may suffer depression in future. In a worst case scenario, not asking for a paid up letter may somewhat affect your credit profile. Let's say you just pay off a loan early and move on with your life. The account balance will go to 0, but the account can remain active. The credit provider may attempt to deduct some money from your account even if you no longer owe them, because the account is still active, like in my case with the GTI. And if for some reason on the debit order date your account has no money, the debit order will bounce, and that's gonna be seen as a missed payment in your credit profile, whereas they were not supposed to be taking money from you because you no longer owe them. Secondly, if you just settle an account and not ask for a paid up letter, that particular account may affect you when you try to apply for credit somewhere else, because it might pop up as an active account in your credit profile, and they will ask you, why are you trying to borrow more money while you already have financial commitments with West Bank? So a paid up letter is very important. In the case of a car loan, you have to also request the original notice documents, which you're gonna need to do a change of ownership at the traffic department. The documents can either be couriered directly to you at a cost or delivered to your nearest bank branch at no cost. And you already know the option I chose. I'm not paying 100 rands for the delivery of papers. With 100 rands I can haul 4 liters of petrol, and with the baleno I can drive just over 70 kilometers with 4 liters, but that's equal up. When you go to the traffic department, you must have the original vehicle certificate from the bank, a paid up letter, certified copy of your ID and proof of residence. There's no need to bribe anyone, by the way. Change of ownership is a very simple process. It took me less than 20 minutes to do it. The traffic department is very corrupt and it's up there with Home Affairs, but for this process there's no need for a bribe. I only paid 120 rands to do the change of ownership, and I wanted to ask for a 20 rands discount, but I was like, nah, it's not worth it. I'm lying, I tried, but they told me stories ngathi yazini ngcono siyeke once. What's 20 rands anyway? So after the whole process, you'll be issued a new certificate with you listed as both the title holder and owner of the car. If you decide to sell the car, you have to hand over the certificate to the buyer and other documents so that they can also do a change of ownership. I think we're done for today, and I hope you learned a thing or two.